Today we are going to be adding a second storage volume to our Odroid H3+, to which we previously added an AMD Radeon RX6600 Graphics Card. We're going to add a 5TB hard disk drive to complement the 1TB solid state drive currently fitted. As the graphics card expansion is taking up the M.2 slot on the underside of the Odroid's motherboard, both of these storage volumes will be connected to the SATA ports. We've used these 5TB Seagate drives before in previous projects, where they provided a small but fairly capacious drive. And this is a computer we will be fitting this drive into. The case itself is still a work in progress. This computer is the backup machine on which new builds of DaVinci Resolve are evaluated, and having an additional storage volume will allow more projects to be stored and worked upon. When adding a new drive to a commercial case, you can usually just mount it in a free drive bay. As this is a custom case, while it does provide a lot of flexibility, it does mean that there is no ready-built drive bay to use. However, we do have an unoccupied area in the top of the case, beside the existing SSD, where we can mount the new volume. So extending the existing Makerbeam frame to allow the new drive to be bolted into place would seem to be the logical move. We just need to take off a couple of the existing nuts and bolts to allow the new extension to be added. Two of these hold the existing SSD in place. For this expansion, we need two cables. A SATA data cable to go from the drive to the Odroid motherboard. These are easy to obtain from almost anywhere. And secondly, a SATA power cable. If you are intending to power your drive off the Odroid motherboard, you'll need one of Odroid's own SATA power connectors, as we will be using today. Alternatively, we could have powered the SATA drive from the HDPlex PSU. But for this build, we're leaving that PSU just for the graphic card expansion. It's intended to use the new hard disk as an archive repository for the video vault, and use the SSD for any actual video editing. To get the new extension bracket in, we need to first disconnect the existing SSD from the frame. As the hard disk will be fitted in the top half of the case, it's close enough to the Odroid motherboard for the standard Odroid SATA data and power cables to be used. We'll plug these into the drive first, before fastening the drive to its support bracket. This will be bolted to the Makerbeam frame alongside the existing solid-state drive. Now all we need do is to connect the SATA power and data cables to the Odroid motherboard. Easy access to the Odroid motherboard can be achieved by removal of one of the side panels. In the last episode, we removed the magnetic strips we were using to fasten these panels and used bolts instead. As you can see, we still have to complete the paintwork on the perforated aluminium side panels at the bottom of the case. We are now ready to prepare the drive for use. As this is a Windows computer, this is quite straightforward. Press the Windows key and then the X key, and this will bring up a pop-up from which you can select Disk Management. This will recognize that you have a disk drive that needs to be initialized, and will default to the GPT, that's GUID Partition Table style. Click OK, then click for the type of volume you wish to have. We're going for the simple volume to have a 5TB drive. Once the quick format has completed, the drive is ready for use. That completes today's video. Thank you for watching.